Don't let there be another Charlottesville. Charlottesville authorities says they undertook extensive preparation ahead of last weekend's white nationalist rally, but the efforts was clearly inadequate or ill-suited to the basic law enforcement task of keeping large groups of antagonists separated, spoiling for a fight, and in many cases armed with bat sticks, chemical sprays and golf clubs. Demonstrators were able to transform the usually sedate college town street into a roiling tableau of brawls, at times within full view of squadrons of uniformed officers who watched them impassively. It was a fiasco. As a senior city police official acknowledged, it was compounded when a car allegedly driven by a Nazi sympathizer smashed its way onto a street jammed with protesters, killing Heather Hare, an innocent 32-year-old paralegal. It's critical that law enforcement in other towns and cities draw lessons from the failure to maintain order in Charlottesville. An immediate test will come Saturday in Boston, a city nearly 15 times Charlottesville's size. There on the downtown Boston Common are right-wing free speech demonstrations, although organized by a group of somewhat different ideological stripes than the ones responsible for the Charlottesville rally. Many may attract some like-minded attendees. A counter demonstrations that will march to the Common is expected to draw thousands. Boston city officials unable to persuade the free speech organizer to postpone the event after the tragedy in Virginia had no choice but to grant them a permit. Now those officials are warning both sides that backpacks will be searched and anything resembling a weapon, even signs on sticks, will be confiscated. Intent on avoiding a rerun of last weekend's bloodshed, they are deploying massive number of officers, erecting barricades and taking other steps to keep the two groups separated. In Virginia, the state police are undertaking an after-action report on the violence in Charlottesville, amid which two state troopers also died when their helicopter crashed in still unclear circumstances. That's important given the likelihood of further trouble in the old Dominion, home to some 220 Confederate statues and memorials, more than any other state. Richard Spencer, a white supremacist provocateur, has vowed to return to Charlottesville, the state which deployed several hundred officers, and the city which deployed scores, must do better next time. A good start would be for state lawmakers to empower localities to ban open carry or concealed weapon during public events if they pose a security threat, as Charlottesville Mayor Michael Singer has asked. The presence of heavily armed militia members only compounded the menace in Charlottesville. In Boston, Mayor Marty Walsh asked counter-protesters to stay away from the event Saturday, nothing that a big turnout may only help amplify the extremist free speech organizers' message. With patients running high, that warming is unlikely to be heeded as in Charlottesville, where the Virginia National Guard was activated for the first time in 28 years in response to civil unrest. Officials in Massachusetts must be prepared to declare an emergency and shut down the demonstrations if protests become violent. The First Amendment grants Americans the right to assemble peaceably in hearing it. State and local officials are entitled to maintain public order with zero tolerance for the sort of violence that tore through the heart of Charlottesville. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share my video.